Well, something else I wanted to do was try to get some of this red stuff pulled back out of the way. The way it was hanging, kind of in the way. I was thinking, oh, if I took my staple gun and I staple here and say here, and let's see, maybe I put one down here. But then if I took this here and just kind of pulled it back out of the way, about like that. And then if I took this and pull it over like this, like that, oh, that's just a whole lot less in the way here when we're walking around. Isn't that smart? I thought it was smart. Okay, so enough said about that. Let's breather off of this thing, and then we're going to want to get the breather off and pull that coil off again, just to get it out of the way, so I can get back in there to that distributor. And I'll need to go grab some tools for that. I guess I can talk a little bit about clutch chatter too, a little bit. Somebody noticed that the car chatters a little bit when I first let the clutch out, and somebody said, you know, it might be a broke motor mount. From my experience in the past, anytime you got clutch chatter, it's a sign that the clutch is going bad. It doesn't mean it is bad yet. It'll still work, but what it is that clutch will shiver or chatter when it's starting to wear. A lot of times if you've spilled any kind of grease on it or anything, you'll get that clutch chatter, and it's basically that the clutch is no longer smoothly contacting with the pressure plate, and instead when you try to engage it, it kind of catches and releases, which causes a chatter, basically, is what I call it, what a lot of people call it. That's something that's on the list also to be fixed, along with I want to not exactly rebuild this 3-speed overdrive that's in here, but I want to take it out and take it apart and replace what needs to be replaced. And what needs to be replaced on it is the what do you call that thing? There's a little brass ring next to each gear that helps the gear slide into place, and it's called somebody out there knows, and somebody will be saying it and they'll be emailing me what it's called, and I can't think of it. Synchronizer. It's called synchronizer. When your synchronizers wear out, it'll jump out of gear like this one does in second gear, and these column shift cars tended to wear that part out more often than the floor shift car, just because of the weight of the stick is constantly pulling down and pulling that gear away from where it needs to be. So eventually on my list of things to do here is to pull the transmission out, take it apart, put it back together, put new synchronizers in it, put a new clutch in this baby at the same time, and all that. So, and that would cure two things. It would cure that chatter, and it would cure where I have to kind of put my hand on the shifter level to keep it from falling down and slipping out of second gear. It'll mostly do it when you let off on the gas, like if the gear is engaged and you're moving forward. The pressure will keep it in place, but when you let off on the gas, it'll tend to kick out of gear. That's pretty common. All right, I need a screwdriver.